Hi, this is Sunita Mircha from Intel Real Estate Services. Today is Friday, and we have a special guest on our channel today, Gautam Rana by True Yogic Dwelling. He is a Vastu practitioner. He actually goes through all the Vastu Shastra of the home, whether it is a good buy for you or not. So we're going to pick some of the questions that we actually have experienced many of our clients actually asking whenever they are thinking about purchasing a home. Some of the highlight questions, but if you want to go more in depth and detail about what Vastu is going to work for you, I would say contact us and we will be more than happy to answer your specific question to your specific situation. So welcome, Gautam ji. Thank you for taking this call and giving our customers an insight into Vastu. I'm going to ask you a few questions that I continue to get from my clients, and we can go from there. So
Sure.
tell me, why should I follow Vastu Shastra when I'm actually looking to buy a home?
For overall productive output, just like we follow yoga, medicine to keep our body, mind balanced with the elements, same way the property should be balanced with the elements, so it can create ease in your life. It can create joy in all factors of your life. It has a direct output on you, result on you.
Okay. Well, you said word called element. What are the elements in a Vastu Shastra one is looking for?
It's not the particular one for the Vastu. These 5 elements are the universal tools. They are work for all the subjects. Let it be medical science, yoga, astrology. Those are the well-known subjects. And Vastu is also, those 5 elements are fire, air, earth, space, and water. So those are the five elements the subject is based on as well.
So Vastu basically kind of looks for balancing those 5 elements in the home and how you balance it. That's the study of that is actually the Vastu for the home. So another question I have is, I've heard that only north and east facing homes are good as per Vastu. Is that true?
It's not.
It's not?
It's very well misunderstood. In Vastu Shastra, when you buy a property, facing has nothing to do with the property. It's the entrance, the elements placed inside the house, the color selections, the activities you perform in certain areas. See, a lot of people don't pay attention to those, but though if you have a Vastu practitioner, he should be or she should be guiding you through how to balance the elements like that. It has nothing to do with the facing at all. I have seen there are some north facing properties which has a negative output, like northeast has one door which is negative, so people buy northeast preferring that it's going to be all good for them, but in reality one of the entrance in northeast is not productive, it's negative. So I will suggest through your seminar which you're hosting, which is a great thing, I will really thank you for that, for educating your clients and people, but they should not buy a property with the facing in mind. They should buy a property by keeping elements in mind and seeing what elements, activities, how the objects are placed inside the house. There are a lot of things to pay. Facing is not the only one, and that's the wrong one. That's what hurts.
Okay.
A lot of people miss the properties by just looking at the facing.
So it's actually the main door of the home and the combination of the 5 elements into the home, how they get spread out. That's what I should pay more attention rather than the facing of the lot size is what I'm hearing.
Yes, there are other factors as well, but facing is definitely not the one. It's not even written anywhere that you should see the facing of the property and select the property according to that.
So I know it's a follow-up question on the same thing. It's kind of silly because after you've answered this, my next question sounds silly to myself, but is there a direction I should not buy?
No, do not fall for, oh, this is a south face property, we don't want to buy that. We only buy, people prefer only east facing. It's not like that. There are some entrances in east which needs remedies, suggestions, or it needs to be balanced. So do not buy a property by keeping facing in mind. And there is no direction written anywhere in the authentic principles of Vastu Shastra that it tells you that you can buy in certain directions. Now, let me add on that. Direction is the word direction is used when you're performing some activities inside the house, like study, like I was mentioning in that one of the seminar, that depending on what profession you want to get in, you should face that direction, and that direction, facing that direction, should enhance your ability and skills, because that direction represents certain skills as well. So by buying a property, it should not be it's not even in the principle anywhere that you should buy a property according to the facing of the property.
So what I'm hearing is that there's the internal arrangement of the house item actually plays a significant role in Vastu.
Yes, it plays a major role, and I will tell your audience through this video that it's a major impact how the appliances, how the rooms, how the interior decor, how those things are placed. If you buy, let me give you a very quick example. If you buy a north facing property and you have a kitchen in north, that doesn't automatically tells you're good with the property, because there's a fire element placed inside the house in the north zone, so that needs to be rectified. So that's why this direction thing is not even anywhere written in the book that buy this property with the north direction. No, keep the north direction in mind and keep the north balance. That's all we have to take care of.
Right. And what if I understand it correctly, even if it's a north facing and the kitchen is also in the north and it's a fire element, now what we have to do is to balance that energy in that north section, because moving the kitchen is relatively expensive proposition. So
Yes,
rather than moving the location of the site, we actually balance our vastu in that section by adding extra element and making the energy which
yes.
actually becomes beneficial to the customer themselves. Is
Yes.
that correct?
So yes, so use the elements, the friendly elements, or the elements which needs to be placed there by looking at and studying the floor plan,
Okay.
because the floor plan will also guide you which directions are weak, which needs to be balanced. So by using colors, interior decor, and without moving or doing a constructional changes, you can easily manage those improper placed fire element or any other element or any other appliances. Maybe some doors are not in productive areas, you can easily manage them. You don't have to
Remove.
constructionally remove them.
Okay.
It's not even written anywhere that you have to
Save a
constructionally.
lot of cost for the clients.
See, the thing is, when you when you're building a property, then these principles guide you where you should get the main entrance or where you should put the appliance. But when you have the like 90% here in US, the it's built, the properties are built. You can't do nothing about it, and it's very sometimes it's impossible to remove your kitchen
Yes.
because of the fire codes. So it's very, I don't even remove it. I just use the right elements to balance that zone, so it gets rectified.
Oh, can Vastu help me improve my luck?
Vastu, astrology, medical science is opposite to luck. So luck is something you get in by chance. These things are practically applied. So this question is, I'm sorry, but this question does not belong to Vastu related.
Well, I feel that if I'm looking at the house from a Vastu perspective, my luck and my life is linked to it. So that's the reason.
Yes. But I will not use the word luck, but I'll say it'll definitely help in a big way.
Okay.
Because you're actually, everything is governed by these 5 elements. You name it, they are present everywhere in all the subjects. So if you have balanced elements in the property actually programs your subconscious, and it makes your actions productive, fruitful. So yes, you can change your life with that. It has helped some thousands, and it does make a big impact on you. It has a direct impact on you.
Any colors I need to be aware of when I'm thinking about Vastu Shastra?
Yes, because colors represents elements.
Okay.
And if your question is based on what colors you should have in the house, is that what you're asking? You, when you're picking colors throughout the house, you should pick neutral colors.
Okay.
But like I said, when I study the floor plan, then I recommend what colors needs to be applied on certain
It's
walls or
customized to the person's situation. So
exactly.
it's not that.
No, not the person situation, the
Okay.
floor plan.
The floor plan.
Yes, and how it's laid out, what direction falls into which zone. So it's a very complicated subject. It's not that easy just to change colors and place left right few things, it will fix the balance. I think this is where the subject is misleaded a lot, but it's a very detailed subject. It's a very vast subject. So yes, colors do help. Colors do represents elements. At the end, we are creating a balance in the elements, so we have to make sure that we place the right colors in the house according to the zones.
Is it a good idea to take an advice of an expert for doing a Vastu on my home, or can I search on Google and fix my Vastu?
Yes, and that's a great question. It's not because I'm a practitioner. It's because of the business point of view. But if you want a medical advice, you go to a doctor.
Mhm.
These things have a direct impact on your life. So why take a risk and save a little bit money and do it yourself? You can't, unless you have a knowledge in Vastu, the principles. Don't play with these things. These are not just something to try on. These are not trial things that try this, try that. And I see that a lot. But I will highly say, yes, hire a professional, a person who practice Vastu in a practical way, not in a religious or a, believe luck way. I will add that to it. Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is that Vastu actually is not just about the facing of the home, but actually understanding all the elements into it, seeing what actually is Vastu is tied to the home and not to the person itself, but how you actually use the Vastu that actually impacts your life, because those elements impacts how your life is going to move forward based on the impact of those elements onto your lifestyle. So anything else that you would like to share with our clients today before I ask them where to start from if they're thinking about Vastu of their home?
Well, if they have any questions, they can definitely go on my website, ask me the direct questions. They can, if you're helping a client and they have a question, I'll be more than happy to answer the questions for them.
Mhm.
But I'm doing a online class in August. So if anybody is interested, they can definitely send me an email and I can register them. But there's a charge, there's a fee for it. It's 8 hours and split in 2 days. Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah. So I will take that link and I'll actually post them in the bottom of my video out there for people to register if they are interested to know a little bit more about Vedic, about yogic dwelling.
Mhm.
And thank you very much, Mr. Gautam.
Thank you,
Really
Sunita. You're
appreciate
doing
it.
a great job
Thank
to
you.
your clients. Yeah.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Hannah. Have a
Thank you.
great day. Be safe.
Thank you. Well, to all the clients out there, well, next you're about to head into weekend, so enjoy your weekend. I'm going to see you on Monday with a different topic and a market updates throughout the week, and come up with any other question that you may have and answer those. In the meantime, if you're thinking about a home and you're not going to buy it because you love the home, but you don't like how it's placed and how actually it is facing, reach out to Mr. Gautam. He will actually help you understand and make it possible that you can actually consider about purchasing that home if it is something that you've fallen in love with, but you can't buy because of the Vastu. So anytime, give us a call, 408-916-6135. This is Sunita Murshia on Friday, signing off. See you on Monday. Bye-bye.